Hey, welcome to today's lesson. We are going to start the week on the front foot. Now, today's lesson is about eating the frog, and you might be familiar with this, you might not be familiar with this, and it's a famous kind of procrastination technique to overcome procrastination by a guy called Mark Twain, okay? And it's about eating the frog. Now, we're not physically going to eat a frog, but the metaphor is to get difficult things done first thing in the morning so you don't have to stress about it the rest of the day. So how can we put this into health and fitness? Well, I'm going to show you right now in today's lesson, okay? So you can transform your productivity via this timeless principle for kind of conquering procrastination and achieving meaningful progress every single day. So without further ado, let's get into it. So this is a portrait, an illustration of Mark Twain there on the right hand side. Now, Mark Twain said, if it's your job to eat a frog, it's best to do it first thing in the morning. And he's right, isn't he? If you had one task to do in the course of your day and that task was to eat a frog, when would you rather do it? Would you rather wait until 10 p.m. and eat it before bed so you're thinking about it all day? Or would you rather eat it first thing in the morning? Now, personally, I would like to eat that first thing in the morning, and I'm sure you guys would as well, because you want to get that done. So this represents your hardest, most important task in the day. We're not actually eating frogs here, guys, okay? Before anyone goes to the RSPCA, we're not eating frogs here, but what we're doing is we're tackling our most important task first thing in today, the one that you're most likely to push back and avoid. But here's the crucial insight to this, okay? That challenging task only becomes more daunting the longer you leave it that day. So thinking about the frog analogy again, do you eat it in the morning or in the evening? If you eat in the evening, you are just thinking about it, getting more stressed as we go. Procrastination doesn't make difficult work disappear, it simply compounds the mental burden on yourself. And we can definitely put this in towards health and fitness, because you can literally say, right, I've got a workout today. I've done this myself in the past. If I've got a workout plan that day and you don't go in the morning, or you don't go as early as you possibly can, because it might not be possible in the mornings, and you put it off, things happen in the day, reasons crop up that you don't go to the gym. You might even just be thinking about going to the gym, you're driving past, you're tired, you've had a stressful day at work, and you just go past the gym. You don't actually pull into the car park, you drive past. That is the kind of problem that we can face here, and that's the kind of how we can reference this to your exercise, okay? Now, the problem we all face is procrastination paralysis is the first one. We postpone challenging tasks, choosing easier activities that feel productive but don't move us forward in a meaningful way. The mental weight accumulation of this, so an unfinished important task creates constant background noise and background stress for yourself. It drains your mental energy throughout the course of any given day. And then you have a performance decline as a result of that. So avoidance then becomes a habit, and we keep putting stuff off. We never tackle the job in hand. We reduce our overall effectiveness, and our confidence drops because we are proving to ourselves consistently that we can't do difficult things. So this is why it's very important that we do difficult things. It builds confidence, it builds self-belief. So the core principle of all of this explained, okay? Number one is to identify your biggest challenge. Recognize the task that is the most important or the most important task with the most impact or creates the most resistance in your day. The one thing you really don't want to do, the one thing you put off a lot, okay? Number two is to tackle it first thing. Address this challenge immediately, before emails, before meetings, or any other distractions creep in. Number three is then you start building momentum with this, all right? So completing your hardest task first thing in the morning gives you confidence that you can complete all other tasks in that day, and it gives you energy to carry throughout the course of the day as well. And number four is it frees up your mental space and capacity. We have got so much stuff going on in lives, guys, that we are bombarded by different elements of the day, different things, different stresses. You can eliminate the psychological burden of avoidance, allowing focus for kind of creativity, for spontaneity throughout the course of the day, and you can really flourish in that environment. So they're the core principles we're looking at right here. Here's a few real life-changing benefits of it, okay? Laser sharp focus. So eliminate procrastination by addressing your most challenging work when your mental energy is at its peak. So our mental energy is at its peak first thing in the morning. You might disagree because you wake up groggy, but honestly, if you drink some water, you will be in a good place mentally in the morning, okay? Your brain power will be at its optimum level. It drains throughout the course of the day. Obviously, as you get more tired, as your brain gets full with different elements of the day, like I said, stresses, etc., okay? You will have enhanced productivity. So experience greater efficiency as you channel your best hours into your most impactful tasks. The early accomplishment, so you start every day with a significant win. It's going to boost your confidence. It's going to boost your motivation for hours to come if you can do that every day. it's going to just compound, and then the mental resilience behind all this. So develop discipline with emotional strength by consistently doing the hard things first. You become more resilient against difficult things, and the more difficult things you do, the more that's going to take you to where you want to be in all walks of life, as I'm going to show you right now in this next slide. So how to apply the frog eating method in your day. First thing you need to do is identify your daily frog. So choose one task with the highest impact or the one you're most tempted to avoid. Only one frog per day, okay? We don't need to have 5 of them. Schedule it first. Block time in your morning schedule before any other commitments. It is the priority thing to do in the morning, your frog. Break it down. If the task feels overwhelming, break it up into smaller, more manageable chunks, okay? Manageable steps that feel far less intimidating. You can do that. You can break it down. So if you've got a massive frog you've got to get rid of, let's just break it down into smaller sections and eat one of those at a time, okay? Without sounding too disgusting. And then we're going to eliminate distractions as well. So remove temptations, put your phone in another room, lock in, as they call it nowadays. Remove any interruptions until that frog is finished and digested, okay? Really important that we do that. That is the kind of steps we do there. And here's some real life scenarios, okay? So first up, we're gonna look at fitness transformation because that's what we're doing here, all right? So you can schedule your workout first thing in the morning before any excuses, before you get tired, before any daily obligations start to interfere with your kind of commitment to your health and fitness, okay? Get that workout done. Business breakthrough. So if you're at work or with business, if you've got something difficult to do, and this helps with your health and fitness as well, because if you get these challenging tasks done, it builds confidence that you can do health and fitness as well, like really, really difficult things with that, but also it frees up time for you to do more workouts, prep your food, that kind of stuff. So a business breakthrough would be send the challenging email, make the difficult phone call, tackle the complex proposal whilst your mind is sharp and focused, okay? It's gonna free up your mental capacity for all of the health and fitness related stuff that we need to be doing. And then personal development as well. So it could be addressing finances, will reduce stress, tackle household projects, again, frees up time, reduces stress, engage in learning activities before daily distractions. So I'm big into self-development, guys, you know this, reading books, spending time meditating, maybe a bit of stretching, these kind of things. Personal development goes a long way, and you'll have less decision fatigue, and it will free up time, it will eliminate stress, and you'll be able to go about your other health and fitness tasks in a far simpler way. So your 4-step action plan to put into this right now, okay? Number 1 is create your task list. Write down everything you need to accomplish, ensure nothing important slips through the cracks. So what do you need to accomplish to take you towards where you want to be? Circle your frog out of that as well. So identify one task only, the most impactful and challenging item that deserves your prime attention. Then you're going to block in some sacred time to do it. So reserve your first productive hours in the morning exclusively for this task. Treat it as an unmovable appointment without fail, okay? Make sure we are treating this as an unmovable appointment, and then celebrate it when you've done it, and then continue with your day. So acknowledge your achievement. When you've eaten that frog, boom, that's done. Move forward with confidence, tackle all the other smaller tasks in the day, and you will build confidence, build momentum, and you will feel fantastic, and then you've got to repeat that the next day, okay? So success means consistently doing the hard things first. It really does, guys. The frog won't get any prettier throughout the course of the day. It won't get any more appealing. It will just get more difficult if you keep putting it off, if you procrastinate. Every moment you wait makes the task larger in your mind, all right? So embrace the discomfort first thing. Just get up, get it done. If you can make that habit, you will literally change your life and experience the freedom that follows that. So your future self is really gonna thank you if you act decisively and you don't procrastinate, because we've all been found guilty of this. If we procrastinate, we stress about things, we just feel awful about stuff. Do not do that. Let's make sure we are pushing ourselves and getting the difficult things done first thing in the morning. So what is your frog tomorrow morning? I want you to think about this, okay? Take a moment right now to identify your most important task tomorrow morning that you've been avoiding, all right? This project is really going to help you kind of build that momentum and build your confidence moving forward. It's the conversation that you need to have with someone that's a difficult conversation. It's doing the workout that you keep putting off. It's prepping your meals maybe. It's doing that, sending that email that you weren't sure about. It's doing that phone call, you know, it's something difficult. Get it done. Those things, if you get them done, will free up your day. So tomorrow morning, before checking your emails, before scrolling social media, before any other task, eat that frog first. Your productivity, your confidence, and your peace of mind depend on this, guys, and it is such a useful way to go about things. And I've taught this lesson for a while, and this is a revamped version of it, but when clients have taken this on board, it has literally changed the game for them. So your tomorrow starts now, okay? It starts tonight. Write down your frog before bed, prepare yourself mentally for it, get up and get that done, okay? Commit to it, tackle it head on first thing in the morning, and you will feel incredible, all right? Try this tomorrow. If you have any questions about this, give me a shout. Otherwise, I will see you in the next lesson.